Listen up, I got a story to tell about two homies from high school, you know them real well. They started a podcast, turned it into a hit, talking jokes and laughs, yeah, they call it In the Bit.
Hello. Yeah,
we live?
We're there.
We're
Live.
Dude, cheers.
Cheers.
I already opened mine, so I'm a fucking moron. Dude, welcome back to In the Bit, episode 2. Actually, it's going to be more like episode 1 because we kind of recorded that one. We had it kind of fucked up. You know, it was a test run.
Right. Yeah.
We'll
This one's probably going to end up being another test.
I think we'll drop episode 1 either on the Patreon or once we hit like a certain number of subscribers.
Okay.
Because I was going to set the bar low in my head, and I was like, when we hit 100, but like, what if we hit 100? And like, that's not that many subscribers to release like that shitty of content to.
And ruining our career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went like full cancel mode. I was like, like racism? I got it, dude.
It's like, of the 100 people, one of them just had a bad day and decided to report you to their boss. Your boss.
But
cheers.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, man. Nah, dude, I've been looking forward to this. Thinking, dude, I had a pretty rough week at work. Number one, I was sick in the beginning, so like you said, this is my Jordan flu game. I came here for the came here for you guys.
That's why you sound like shit.
Okay, well, that's just my voice. This is my Jordan flu game. I'm just getting over it. The libs didn't want me to be healthy enough to talk with the Epstein list coming out. They didn't.
Vax, bro.
Yeah, dude. Shouldn't have gotten vaxxed, but so I'm here. So. Other than that, dude, but this week at work, like, I think I'm just in like the post-holiday hangover where I did not want to do shit. Like, and if my coworkers are listening right now, I hope this pod doesn't blow up too quickly that my coworkers catch this. They're like, "What were you doing on Friday?" I'm like, absolutely nothing. Thinking about doing this podcast.
Instant 50 views, and can't wait for one of our friends to just like ruin our lives with sending.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I do something wrong, like talk a little bit of shit, they're just gonna email it to my boss. But yeah, no, so it's been tough, but no, I've been just thinking about doing this. I'm pretty pumped about it, so let's get into
That's
it,
good.
man.
I've been dreading it. This
been
is like
dreading-
more of like a you thing.
Yeah.
I'm just
okay.
here because like I'm your friend.
That's
so.
sweet of you. We've been spending way too much time together already anyway. I love that we like literally just spent the holidays together basically. Is everything good?
Yep, probably.
Got to cut part of this?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. I love that we just spent the holidays together and we were like, we need some time away, and we spent like 2 days away from each other. And instead of hanging out with my wife tonight, I'm hanging out with you.
Also, your very first day not being sick.
Yeah, I was like, I'm ready to go.
I'm sure your wife was like, oh, yeah, like, what are we doing now that you're finally better? You're like, well, I'm going
I'm going to go hang out with the boys. But what's up, man? How you been?
I'm good. Just had the same type of thing. Obviously, like hitting work and all that type of stuff always sucks, but you get back to it. One of my coworkers actually, since you talked on your coworkers, one of my coworkers came back a day early.
Oh,
like
to come back to work?
Yeah, they originally had a full week off.
Damn.
And they said, actually, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna take.
Damn.
I'm gonna only take a 4 day.
That's a grind set,
yeah.
dude.
And the worst part is we had like this.
The girl too. That's crazy. I
I
wouldn't
know,
have expected
yeah.
that from. No, just cut it.
But yeah, no. So it's been that. So some of my coworkers live in California. I'm just getting that out for later. Did you hear there's an earthquake over there?
I thought so, right? Yeah, isn't there like isn't there basically a tsunami happening right now?
I don't know.
We'll
We'll
find
find
out. That's a
out.
little
I guess we'll find out
propaganda,
tomorrow.
dude. It's
Yeah,
California.
yeah. If you're listening to this and there was a tsunami, we apologize.
Yeah.
T's and B's, thoughts and prayers out to thoughts and prayers out to the family and friends. But if there wasn't a tsunami, whatever.
So there's an
But,
earthquake.
yeah, and it kind of goes back to what we were texting about earlier, is how convenient that the earthquake happened the day after the Epstein list drops.
Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I just believe in all the conspiracies I see.
It's tough, dude. Yeah, I mean, now all of a sudden there's aliens in Miami.
Yeah.
Like right when the Epstein list comes out, and we're like, all right, well, I would just drop the list.
But yeah. Speaking of which, did you see some of the names on that list?
No, so I thought what came out was just like one victim's account of what's happening, and there's more to come, right? Isn't that what?
No, there are going to be more, but this is like a full.
It's like 900 pages. I was not interested once I saw that.
I didn't go through the full, but I kind of like
Yeah,
got
my dad
some
could
of the
have been
highlights.
on it. I'm not searching. Like, 900 pages.
No, I just got some of the highlights. So Obviously, Epstein was on there.
No
the
way.
The main one was Bill Clinton. I don't know if you saw
But
that.
that's not a shocker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton. Donald Trump was on there a few times, but he knew Epstein. He said, I didn't like Epstein. He was always a little weird.
I'm not going to talk bad about our president, dude.
Prince Andrews was another one.
Yeah.
I saw Anita Dick and Me. I never heard of that person,
funny.
but
Yeah.
Mike Cunt,
Nice.
Dick
Okay.
Ryder.
Okay.
Okay, back to some real ones. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was there?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he probably well, actually no. They only had like young girls there, right? He probably was kind of. He
It's
probably
like,
didn't.
not
He
my
probably
speed.
got like half the invite. They were like, "There's gonna be young kids there," and he was like, "Fuck yeah!" He showed up. He's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is all this?" And just moonwalked his way out of there, dude.
So I saw this one and I thought it was like normal, I guess, but then I thought about it, I was like, no way. Stephen
Oh
Hawking.
yeah,
You saw that too?
Yeah.
I was like, how does that work?
yeah. Well, so I was listening to Tim Dillon today, and which is not like a super reliable source in interpretation of what the things we're talking about, but he was kind of stealing our bit a little bit. What we were talking about in the car ride about people that went to the island that weren't probably there for the child.
Oh, yeah.
And I
that were
guess-
just there because they were like, oh, a trip to an island?
Well, I
Yeah,
guess-
count me in. Yeah.
And I'm gonna totally riff Tim's bit here. So sorry, Tim.
If you're watching.
Yeah. He was talking about Stephen Hawking being there, and then there was a magician that was there too. I forget what his name was, but like apparently Epstein was hiring like entertainment or like famous people to come, and like the magician was like literally putting on shows, and then like I don't know if Stephen Hawking was there for the girls or like literally just to talk about like astronomy or whatever he talks about. I don't know. And like Tim Dillon was like basically saying like, yeah, I'm sure, you know, maybe 90%, 95% of the people there were for child fucking, but there's probably a percentage like that weren't.
Yeah.
He was saying, imagine you were there intending to fuck some kids, and then they brought out a magician. You're like, can we speed this up? I want to get to the point. It's kind of like what we were talking about, but a different like point on it. So
Yeah.
I'm just stealing podcast material right now for our podcast. It's pretty sick.
It's a podcast about podcasts.
Yeah.
But no, so I actually have some other people. So Bill Gates was on there, Melinda
Yeah, it's no
Gates,
surprise.
Kris Kringle, William Wonka, Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln. Some of these are crazy. The king of the lost city of Atlantis,
What? What is this?
Hunter Biden
Oh, okay. Well, that
was
checks.
there, but they actually wrote down, "We're not letting him back. He's not chill
He's
enough."
too horny.
He's definitely gonna put some of this on his laptop.
Yeah.
If that thing ever
They were like, we had to confiscate electronics before you entered the island. He was not giving up the laptop.
Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
This is recently, it's 2019.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Bruce Wayne.
Oh.
But the weird part with that
I
is
did not
he
go to-
left, and then Batman showed up later.
Where are the kids? Jake, show me a blowjob. Where are the kids? I want to fuck
So
them.
this was the one name that kind of stuck out to me the most. As the last name on the list. It says, "Don't fucking write my name down in that guest book. What the fuck are you doing? Why would you have a guest book on a secret child sex island? It's a wedding, you absolute morons. That's like having a sign-in sheet in the KKK." I think that's a weird name, but I guess.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Yeah,
Must be.
pedos have weird names. I
Yeah.
guess.
No. You're sick for that. Dude, are you worried you're going to be on the Epstein list or?
Guy like me?
No.
No.
No. That's cool.
I was a kid.
No, I'm excited to see more of it come out. I don't really know what's going to come of it. But you good?
Yeah.
Logan, fix the mics. No, but dude, so since we talked, had some trips to some places. I was trying to give you some updates on. So prior to us going home, I just have like one funny story I want to share about this. Went down to Rehoboth. Remember, like was it before Thanksgiving or was it for Thanksgiving? I forget. Went down to Rehoboth. We had a good time. Normally just hung out at my parents' house, got drunk, whatever, you know, classic McDowell experience.
Right.
But then one night we went out to downtown Rehoboth,
Word.
and I had the funniest Uber driver. This dude was wild. So it was me, my brother, his girlfriend, and then Logan, obviously. and my brother's up front trying to like make conversation with the Uber driver, like talking about the bars in the local area and how he's like, there's not enough dive bars.
Yeah.
Around like
In
to play
Rehoboth?
pool. Oh, yeah, like kind of like Rehoboth area. And the guy's like, yeah, blah blah blah. He's talking about his bar at his house and shit like that. Like he's basically like kind of like getting in the intro to like invite us over or whatever.
Nice.
And so we're, like as we're driving downtown, my brother's like pointing out different places, and we pass the cantina, the surf cantina.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, yeah, there's a cantina and all that. And the Uber driver interjects and goes, yeah, a lot of blacks there though. Yeah,
What?
I know, and I was like, nothing in the prior conversation gave him an indicator that we would be okay with this type of remark. Like, we were literally just like, yeah, I wish we had more dive bars. And he was just like, too many blacks go to that one. And I was like, no.
Don't say that when you're an Uber driver.
Right. My brother, like, literally, like, the girls weren't paying attention, but I just
don't
started.
say it at all, I guess. But
Yeah, I just started dying, dude. And my brother and I just kind of looked at each other. And then he said something else later on, but then he eventually did invite us basically to his place. He's like, yo, you should come through. And I was like, is the clan getting together? the boys? Are the boys getting? But,
did you end up hitting it?
Nah, we didn't hit it. But we did end up going to
They call it in the pit.
With the Uber driver?
No, this guy would have hated this bar. This bar was full of the fellas, dude. And not the black ones, the fellas.
Oh, the
So-
good guy.
It's up towards the front of Rehoboth. And I think it's this newer, like, it's like not a gay bar, but like a lot of gay people frequent it, and the bartender, it's a gay bar.
Okay.
And so like we show up and it's karaoke night, we're having a good time, and this bartender, again, who's gay, is just like vibing with us like as if we're friends, like to the extent of like we meet him, we talk to him for like briefly a second. He comes around to our two top or
Yeah.
high top and does shots with us, and I'm
Yeah.
like, crazy. And it's also like 6 p.m. Like he as a bartender cannot be ripping shots this early. And then like he's he's just like flirting with us, and like, but again, my wife's there, his girlfriend's there, but like in a fun kind of way.
Okay.
Ends up doing like more shots with us, and he just gets like blacked out drunk by like 10 p.m.
What?
Yeah, this place is wild. But then like the other funny thing that happens is I'm sitting at the bar. I start talking to this guy next to me, older gentleman. He's just, has a house down there for the summer or whatever. And I'm just asking
Is
him
he
about. Well, he was gay, but he was also
he
like
hot?
60. And so I start talking to him,
Is he
and
hot?
he tells me, he starts talking about his kids.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh shit, you have kids, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, I'm actually divorced, my wife. And I'm like, oh, do you mind? I don't know. Eventually, it was a drunk conversation where I was like, whatever, I'm just trying to talk about this guy's life.
Yeah.
And he was one of those dudes that came out when he was like 50. Like he was like, I can't lie about my life anymore. I'm gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. In my head, I was like trying to be like, oh, it's great for you for finding your truth. Hopefully this had a happy ending. And he goes, no, my wife fucking hates me. He was like, she won't talk to me at all. I was like, okay, great, cool.
I mean, that's kind of the sickest way to do it, though.
It's so sick.
It's
Yeah.
just be like, all right, I'm gonna subscribe to like society norms
Yeah.
until like I'm too old and have like I got my fun, right? I had my kids, like had
Yeah.
the wife, had the house, all that. Now it's time for the
Now for
fellas.
the boys to
Now
get
it's
back to the
time
buzzing.
for-
Yeah. The
You
boy can,
probably-
yeah, he can be like, dude, I contributed to repopulation. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, now
Like,
he's
he
like-
gets to like contribute to like talks about like family and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
His
funny.
little midlife crisis getting some pipe, dude. But yeah, no, that was basically the extent of that trip. It was fun. And let's see. Since then, I went to Chicago for the work. Nothing really happened there. A lot of crime. A lot of crime. No, I didn't even go into the city. Have you ever seen those like TikToks where they talk about traveling for work and then they unveil the curtain at the hotel they're in and it's just like a parking lot out there? Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
Ah, well, this
Okay.
doesn't land. Guy at home. Have you ever seen one where they're like, I
Is
love to
anyone-
travel for work, and then they're just at like a Hilton Inn in like the middle of nowhere? That's basically what was happening to me. Like they were like, you're going to Chicago, 30 minutes outside the city in a
Oh,
business center
I see what
area.
you're saying
Yeah.
now, yeah.
So that was that. Yeah. And I met a Phillies fan at the bar. He was pretty sick. He started talking to me though. Like he was one of those all Philly fan, like the full team. It's like, so he was like a Sixers,
Okay, right.
Flyers fan.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this. Dude thinks I'm locked in. I'm only locked in on the Birds. He starts talking to me about like the 8th player on the Sixers. I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, and he's like 50 years old. I'm like, dude, love your wife or go gay like that other guy. But that's that. And then we went down to Rehoboth again for Christmas. We go back to the gay bar that I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
Meet the bartender again. He doesn't really remember us. We do shots immediately again. He's like, I don't really, whatever.
He's like, I don't know who these guys.
Yeah.
I get drunk with everyone.
Yeah,
so.
they're doing karaoke night. This guy gets smashed again at work. I'm like, yo, this bar has no rules. And then we ended up, Logan and I, like, hanging out with this dude, like, that night. Like, him and his boys. And, like, go back to his place and just, like, chill and post game. It was a wild. I was like, what am I like doing? But yeah, dude, that's a life update. And then we went to AC, obviously. Shout out to John and Haley for getting married.
Shout out.
So, anyways,
So I had to write down my life updates because I'm autistic. I'm gonna crack under pressure. Might have already told you about this, but there was a homeless person in the airport. In the Philly airport.
like past security?
Yeah. I was like, how's that work?
That's actually, wait, hold on. That's the sickest move. He literally, that's an infinite housing glitch. Yeah, that's like that one movie with, is that Tom Hanks? Where it's,
Terminal?
Yeah, Terminal, where he just doesn't leave.
Yeah, I don't know how.
This guy's locked in.
I mean, plus you have a suitcase. No one questions the suitcase.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he obviously just has a
And
trip.
if you kind of smell, it's like, oh, I'm a business guy. I've been
Imagine you have like a Delta pass too. Like you've done like well enough to like get the Delta Airlines
lost it
status,
all.
and you're like, yeah, it's like, all right, I got the shower, like the lounge,
Yeah.
all of that. You're like, now it's time to just retire and be homeless in the airport.
Damn, that's actually a sick life. And you can like wash yourself in the bathroom because people do like kind of do like the bathroom rinses and everything. Like if you're a business person, like
right, you're like, oh, I gotta freshen up before.
was
the
he asking
plane.
for money?
What?
Was he begging for money?
No,
Because you can't, because you'll get kicked out.
Yeah,
You gotta
he
kinda
was,
keep
he was
them
just happy
low.
to be there. He was like in like a little corner, like the reason I knew. Also, I don't know how the security people didn't notice this, but there was like cardboard like laying out.
They got bigger things to deal with at the airport.
so.
They're looking for that number, that 911 part 2. No, the move would be, well, okay, so he's got a good idea about getting past security because you're kind of basically in there forever.
Right.
But what he should do is get down to bag pickup area and just start snagging bags and start getting some
he's
stuff
got
together.
new clothes,
Yeah.
new threads. You got
but, like,
toothbrush, toothpaste, infinite. That's
rolling
also
the-
an infinite.
You're rolling the dice because if you can get there and the people haven't gotten there yet and you snag the first bag you see and you just dip, you're fine. But obviously if you linger around and get a little greedy, people are going to be like, yo, that's my bag.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be like, I don't like that bag.
Yeah.
That was,
A little small for me.
That's a knockoff brand.
Yeah. Waiting for Coach.
There's only 2 wheels. I was looking for the
Yeah,
4-wheel.
that's a girl's
down here.
bag. Nah, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, this one's so good. This one's so good. So we're in Tampa. And,
oh, yeah, you did go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tampa.
I'm trying to remember exactly. Oh, yeah. So we're walking back, and there's a laundry mat, right?
Yeah.
And up top it says, like, big letters. It says something like coin laundry. Jason goes,
no.
is that like an arcade? Like, what is that?
Oh.
He had no frame of
Wow.
reference.
Just being so rich and dumb.
It killed me. He said, he's like, you want to hit that? Like, is that like an arcade or something?
Oh my God, that's like the richest thing ever.
I would cry. I specifically asked him right now. I was like, "Can I use that on the pod?" He's like, "Yeah, go for it."
Yeah.
I was like, "It's too good not to."
That'd be a funny arcade name, but
Coin laundry.
yeah,
Oh.
this arcade looks like it sucks.
It's got weird clientele.
Yeah, a little poorer than I'd like.
Yeah.
Dave and busted, bro.
David Buster. I'm life. Homeless person.
No.
Did I tell you about the dog at the party that wouldn't stop pumping?
Oh,
everyone?
you kind of started to tell me, but keep telling me. So wait,
So-
this happened recently?
Like a month ago or so.
Is this in Tampa or is this a post game?
This is like around here. Yeah. So I was at a just like a little
I'm showing
after
a little
event.
thigh right now,
Well,
dude.
What's that?
Well, I'm showing a little thigh to the cast right now. Sorry to interrupt. OnlyFans
So
dropping soon.
Got to blur that out.
Sorry for the listeners. You watch the video. Anyway, go ahead. Dog's humping.
But yeah, it wasn't too much of a story, but other than this dog was so horny. Obviously dogs hump people,
Yeah.
but this was like you to like continuously to push it off you. And the worst part is it fixated on you.
Yeah.
And like it was fixated on me as soon as I entered the room. I was like, come on.
Damn.
guys.
Well, I mean, like, what were you wearing though?
Yeah, I was kind of asking for it.
Yeah. Did you tell me he was a good boy?
No.
You definitely like you
The-
fed him and stroked him a little too much, dude. You're
Yeah,
fucking
but-
sick.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Wait, so okay, so this dog's just humping your leg. and-
Stroking
So right
me
now,
out.
like
he
we're
was
just
stroking
let's just
me.
say this is a house party. You're sitting on the couch like this. This thing just starts like just giving you the deepest.
It was
shots.
as soon as I walked
Just
in.
blah,
It was
blah,
as soon as
blah,
I walked
blah,
in.
and you're just like, listen, I'm not interested. Like I've got a dog at home.
All right.
And
We
then
gotta
like
change this on PCL.
hold on. And so like what happens next? So you like the owner of the dog is in clear sight. Are they saying anything, or are they
They're
just letting
like,
this thing
yeah,
fuck whoever
he's a good
walks
dog.
in?
He's just so horny.
He's
They
just
literally
so-
word. That is what he said. He's like, he's honestly such.
It's
he's
just like
so
it's
horny.
like the friend that's a creep. Like he's a cool guy. He just gets a little creepy. Yeah.
He's a good guy, but once you
Just
get
give
a
him a
couple drinks,
chance. Yeah. He just
you give him a couple drinks, like give him a
he doesn't really know how to act around girls.
Yeah.
So wait, so do you say anything, like, or do you kind of let it slide for a little bit?
Yeah, no, I said something.
Immediately,
I was like,
you're like,
I
this
was-
dog's fucking
No,
me.
no, I mean, I let it slide for a little bit. Like, I was hoping I'd be able to shoo it away. But then I
Yeah.
was like, hey, what's up with this dog? Like,
Yeah. You said, is
but-
anybody else fucking this dog?
yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I pray to God he's not like, oh, yeah, he never does this.
You just got a fuckable leg.
He's like, no, he doesn't. I was like, all right,
Damn.
fair enough.
Damn, that's funny.
Fuck. There's one here that says Boston flight attendant. Oh yeah, okay. Now it's coming back. So one flight attendant. It was one of the trips I've been on. Big travel guy.
Damn, yeah.
I think it might have been a
You went
Tampa.
to Boston?
No,
Oh, it's just a Boston
it was
flight
a bu-
attendant.
It was like I'm trying to even think of the Boston accent. It was like the thickest Boston.
Hey, go to the fucking Sox game, man.
He's like, hey, we're gonna park the. We're gonna park the. Shit, is it still going?
Log in. Is it still going?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, we're gonna park the car, park the plane on Harvey Yacht.
Yeah. Somebody get the khakis.
Yeah, it was the life jacket's over there. It was like
Australian
so.
towards the end there.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could do a better Boston accent. At
It's
the
funny, they're like for
time.
every
I said Boston the correct way.
Boston. Yeah, there's like a couple words you have to say for every accent to get it going again.
Right,
Like
yeah, yeah.
khakis is for me because I'm the khakis.
Khakis.
Or saying socks. We go to the fucking Sox game. Anyway,
Yeah,
continue with
but-
your Boston
But
terrorist.
no, that was. I just thought it was fun. Like I've never.
She's like, hey, make sure you're fucking buckled up.
Hey, you fucking dickhead.
If we go down in the water, you can swim, right? If you go down, if you're a Yankees fan, I'm not saving you. Go Pats. I don't know. I'm losing it.
That's all my life updates for.
That's all that's
today.
happened? Yeah, no, I guess so. And then, we basically hung out together. I had a New Year's Eve party. That was fun.
Yeah,
It's just the boys chilling.
some boys and some sliders.
Fellas,
The slider
yeah.
slapped.
I got way too drunk.
Big surprise.
Yeah, no, I should probably get that under control. But hey, I'm 30, whatever. Who cares? Birthdays.
that?
Yeah, drink to that. Don't show the fucking brand, dude.
The glizzies.
Yeah.
The
Glizzy.
glizzy.
No, I
Glizzy
was just thinking
seltzers.
about. I feel like we talked. I forget if we talked about this before or not, but like I feel like we should get a little offensive with the sponsorship game
Okay.
in terms of.
Let's do
I
it.
don't mean outreach. I'm talking about threatening to talk shit about brands unless they start sponsoring the pod. Like,
We're gonna
you'd be like,
tear you down.
yeah, but like Athletic Greens gave me cancer. Like, or I'll just be like, Manscaped fucked up my dick. Start throwing us money, or your brand is next. All right, I'm looking at you,
Morgan.
Morgan.
Gay.
I'm not gonna say anything about you because you guys are lawyers. But you say Morgan gay? Just like, that's the only insult to the brand. So we're drinking Glizzies. They're seltzers. If you want to sponsor us, that'd be great.
We'll take any seltzer that's good and good name brand.
Honestly, I'll take a local. I'll take a shitty. What's like a shitty brand? Like,
I mean, we'll do that, but we're just a heads up. We're gonna swap it out beforehand.
Yeah.
Dump Glizzies in there.
I'll take a controversial brand. Like when Bud Light was going through its shit, definitely would have hopped on that.
The Bud Light
1,000.
seltzers.
Gonna burp. But like, no, if there's any brand that's getting canceled, which I can't think of one, I would take it. Yeah, we'll do whatever you guys want. I'm basically gonna. I have no artistic credibility when it comes to this. Like, let me get one sponsor, dude. Let me get like one free brand. Like
That's what I was gonna say. So we're on the look for the seltzer. What other type of brand deals are we on the hunt for?
I mean, like a couple of healthy things, maybe some like Athletic Greens will take back the whole cancer remark real quick. I would do some of those. I would do any of that. I would definitely do anything like, remember when like Joe Rogan was starting out and he was getting pocket pussies as his like first sponsorships? Yeah, I would do a sex toy. Like again, the bar is low for me right now. Let us get 100 views though. Stock's going up. Asking prices going up. Yeah, no, I would do anything. I would even do the My Pillow guy, and he's fucking crazy. He's a big Trump guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
What who was I'm Mike Lundell.
Yeah, isn't that the My Pillow guy?
I thought that was like the spam guy. I don't know. You're probably
I'm
right.
pretty sure it's My Pillow guy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But who are you looking
I
for?
was thinking Tommy Bahama.
Oh fuck,
Some
yeah, you're
nice
right.
beach
Yeah.
chairs.
I'll take some like the chubby deals. Get some
Ooh,
chubs
some
going
nice
on.
merch. Yeah, I could.
Nike
some merch.
could sponsor me.
So you do one podcast.
But you're like an
yes.
average athlete, like in his 30s, and you were like an average athlete in high school, and you've just steadily on decline.
You do one podcast. So you think you're a Nike athlete now?
I mean, I'm repping them.
That would be sick to say you're a Nike athlete,
Yeah.
but you're just a podcaster.
I'll sponsor the Birds, even though they fucking suck right now.
True.
Yeah, dude, I'll take whatever. Anyway, people don't want to hear about this, dude. People want to hear.
Should we give them what they came for?
Give them some bits.
Give them some bits.
All right, let's give them some bits. All right, so, oh yeah, we explained this on the first episode, which isn't going to get released until you fuckers pay for the Patreon. The premise of the show is that we're going through bits. It's called In the Bit. A bit can either be something as formalized as like a stand-up joke, or it could be a premise that could lead into like kind of a skit. So just think of it as like a funny thought, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I wrote a couple down. Let's see where we want to start here. Okay, so we were talking about this the other day. How funny would it be if Bruce Wayne was a staunch right Republican and he used like his Batman thing, his whole Batman persona to like express his views, like he's like, I know the Joker's a problem, but you know what's a bigger problem is the southern border. We need to, and like Batman's just causing chaos, and he's like, okay, we'll deal with that when we get there, but a big issue is the transgender community.
Of course I support the blue. Commissioner Gordon. He deserved it.
Yeah, the police are like, Batman needs to stop terrorizing the city. He's like, I'll do whatever you say.
He was armed. He was unarmed, but he had a hoodie. He was wearing a hoodie, walking the wrong way.
The funny thing about the Joker is that you're actually more likely to get killed by the vax.
Like, oh, look at that. He shows up pictures a bunch of times, like, vaxxed? Question mark.
Yeah. All of his victims, he's like, he was probably vaccinated. It's like, no, you murdered him. He's like, no, I think the Joker and the Penguin were definitely double vaxxed.
That's what I was gonna say. The Pete Holmes guy.
Yeah, where he's like, I never
One
kill.
rule is I'll never kill. Poof. He's like, what was that? He's like, he's going sleepy time.
I'll tell you one thing: the Batmobile will never be electric. It's diesel. You'll never take these guns. When does Batman have guns? I believe in the Second Amendment. And that's the only reason.
They'll right to bad arms.
Bad arms. It's like, aren't you mad about the Joker shooting your parents? Well, he was expressing his right to the Second Amendment, and honestly, they were in Chicago. You gotta carry. What did my parents do before that? We gotta see the camera footage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so Bruce Wayne, and then Bruce Wayne also being like a major donor to like Republican parties would be funny too. Just kind of like, all right, so someone should make that. It would be funny if our bits start getting ripped by like anybody, like I mean SNL, like any, like it would actually kind of be an honor. But you got one, or you want me to keep going?
Yeah. We'll bounce off.
Throat kind of hurts from doing the Batman and sucking so much cock.
You're riffing there. So I feel like I'm glad we kind of wrapped that up. I felt like I could have gone on that one forever.
No. Dude, you get me in the Batman voice or the Trump voice, I'm going.
Also, for anyone that doesn't know us, that's all we do. We do two voices. We'll get into the Trump one later. But, so once we get on it, we
Don't
just
you
stay
fucking
on that.
think I'm showing this, dude?
We just stay on that voice the entire night when we're together.
Yeah. This could be a White Claw. This could be a fucking, what's the other ones? Truly? I'm not saying.
Oh, so this one's kind of like in the theme of a wedding, since I've been to a lot of weddings this year. So I'm saying it's a best man speech, and he gets up there, and like, you know, the main thing is like you don't want to go up there and like, you know, be like, oh, this guy used to fuck, like it'd be like, all right, dude, like don't say that. We don't talk about best life. How funny would it be if the best man gets up there and be like, yeah, so you know, like. Honestly, he did not get a lot of pussy. No. It's like he tried too, but he was just not successful.
It's like, wow.
And then, like, it's so bad. The groom's like, I mean, I kind of did all right. No, you did not. Yeah. It was brutal. I'm surprised. I mean, congrats. Congrats to you both.
Yeah, like, I'm not only surprised you are a husband, I'm surprised you're still not a virgin. Like, that shit is wild. You're like, this guy. That would suck for the bride too. You'd be like, oh, you settled like for some dude that like.
It's like a slap to both of them, and there's no win-win there.
Yeah, you're just like, God damn, dude. I never thought we'd be here. Like, congrats.
I'm surprised he's still not a virgin in a while.
Like, are you guys saving it for marriage? Because this guy definitely doesn't fuck. Like, and then like just go in on him about like that night too. Like, you guys are probably gonna have some trash sex tonight too. God damn.
Trash.
That's funny. Yeah, no, people go hard on like the best man speeches. What was it? I was just listening to the Stavros. Have you listened to Stavros podcast? You know who Stavros is? He's a comic too. But somebody called. I'm doing podcast on podcast stuff. I'm just stealing podcast material. This is what you're getting. Someone called into his show and was like, I'm giving my best man speech, and I've always made jokes about my boy being like autistic, basically. Like, he just has like social awkwardness. Yeah. He's like, do you think it'll be all right if I basically call him autistic in the best man speech? He's like, don't call your friend retarded at his wedding in front of his wife and family. He's like, no, I got some good jokes. He's like, at what point do you think you can slide that in? He's like, if anything, you have to make it so discreet. But like, dude, I've seen so many videos online of just people like doing their best man speech and being like, this guy fucking sucks. Like, he's gay. Fuck him. Congrats. And then you're just like, oh, thanks. Like,
That's the bride group.
And I just paid so much for a videographer just to get a roast of me. Like,
gonna definitely play music over that part.
Yeah. No, but all right. So I was having this thought the other day about eventually when I have kids, and I was thinking about myself, right? And we were having this conversation the other night about like kind of how much we've developed as people, and how like open-minded we are in comparison to where we came from. Right. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, I want to have an open-minded kid but I don't want to rob them of the feeling of enlightenment. So like,
That's true. Yeah.
how much do you do? Like, do you like straight from the jump? You're like, hey, this shit's bullshit. This is what I learned. This is what you should do. Or do you just make him a complete like racist and hopefully he finds enlightenment down the road? So like, because that feeling of being like, because I remember that feeling of being like, oh, I was wrong. Oh, this is sick. You can think this way.
Right,
So like, if I start him there, like he might not get that much further, or he might kind of just like kind of plateau there. But if I'm like, I'm raising a little Hitler. The only thing is you're rolling the
Just
dice because like
recent fascist.
if he locks in there, then
That's
you've
true.
made Hitler. But if he gets up to like normal person, it's like, wow, you've came so far. You should be so proud of your evolution.
And the funniest part with that though is you like once he like finally looks behind the veil, you're like, I knew it all along.
Yeah. You're just, and he thinks I'm the asshole because he's like, oh, my dad's such a fucking dick racist, and I'm like, son, I've known it all along. I've just been hiding it from you. Welcome to enlightenment. He's like, you know how many fucking fights I got in for being a dickhead? You know how many bad Facebook posts I put up about being racist?
I ruined my life.
Yeah, I can't get a job now.
But isn't that enlightenment feeling sick?
Isn't it? Doesn't it feel nice to know all the mistakes you've made?
Would you have rather known this your entire life? Yes, yeah, that option.
Oh, this would have been great to have a little bit of a manuscript, little playbook.
Okay, I'll do that with the next one.
Why are you Batman all of a sudden? I was thinking about that. Like, how funny would it be? Like, you would be like, you would think it's so sick to connect with your kid after they like get enlightened, but they'd be so mad at you for being like, why did you push this on me why did you artificially create me as just the worst person ever?
I think they'd be more mad at you than if you were just actually racist.
Yeah,
Because at least then they're like, okay, like he's just stuck in his ways. He doesn't know.
Imagine putting up with that persona too for the kid's whole life, and then I'd have to get Logan involved in it too. Like, Logan, I know we don't think like this, but this is how we got it. When he gets it, like it's kind of like when you try to raise the kid right, and you're like, we're not gonna fight in front of them. We're not gonna swear in front of them. And this way, I'm like, we're gonna be racist as fuck. We hate gays.
Insanely religious.
And then when he graduates, I'm saying he, but you know she probably wouldn't raise my baby princess like that. I'm just gonna do it to a guy. Yeah, but like when he graduates, then we can tell him it was all a sham.
You think chicks have brains they can?
Yeah, girl brain did.
But no, I mean, well, that's kind of like, I know you and I have also discussed it about how sick it would be to just share like all of that type of enlightenment knowledge to them at like age like 2.
Oh yeah.
Like you're like, all right, you know, it's like it's like, all right, well, you see the way the universe is built.
Yeah.
We might be in a simulation right now.
Yeah.
And the real meaning of life is derived by your choices and the people you surround yourself with. Like,
Yeah, I wonder how
like,
much.
I think you just create them as either like a god or like they just wouldn't care about like the words anymore.
Yeah, or they'd just be fucking weird. That'd be a downer too if you just made a weird enlightened kid.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my hope is they would be gods though.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I sometimes wonder if you can't get to that certain point without like some drug intake as well, like to get your mind to the next level.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have to drug my kid. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll think of it. Right.
Yeah.
We'll put that as an idea. It's an
Write
option.
that down. Yeah. What if that would be funny too. All right, so this is definitely like the worst handling of a child ever, but raise them racist, homophobic, narrow-minded, and then I give them drugs when they're 18 and we trip together, and then I go, yo, just kidding.
Just kidding.
Blacks and gays are cool.
They're all cool.
Yeah, everyone's
this
chill.
was like big goof. Like,
Yeah.
How was that journey? Right?
How was it? Just a big goof. We're goofing. We've been goofing our whole life.
And then imagine like,
how was
but
that
imagine
journey?
Like he's
How was that journey? It's so fucked up. Like, pretty sweet ride, huh?
But the funny part is, like, imagine he's like, okay, like, I get it, I guess. But it becomes a cycle.
Yeah.
So just for generations, your whole entire lineage,
yeah.
your entire lineage is
getting a
like
black belt.
18, right in the 18, and then you tell him, like, you see, my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather did this to him, and he turned out great, so... Imagine like you hold the bit up until like their death, like until your
pass
death
down to them. Yeah.
Imagine like you hold the bit up until your deathbed.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, I was never racist. I knew the whole time. Fuck that.
Closer. I got something to tell you.
You're welcome for the ride.
I voted Democrat my whole life. I voted for Obama so many times. Obama.
I voted for Obama twice.
And he's like, Dad, no.
Let's see. Already said that one. If you have another one,
I
you
got
can
more.
pull
All
it up.
right, so
Yeah.
I have a my manager. He's heavily involved in his church. This isn't going to be a bad thing. Not getting fired for this. But so he'll go on. We have unlimited PTO flex, but he'll go on like mission trips a lot.
Mhm.
He'll go on like mission trips. So he'll be like gone for like a decent amount of time. And I was talking to my other coworker. And I was like, how funny would it be to lie about mission trips for PTO?
Oh,
Like not him, but like anybody, because no one's gonna check you on that. To be like, yeah, I'm going over to Ecuador to like spread my like Christianity or whatever, just help out, and they'd be like, sick. Way to do the Lord's work, and you just are drunk in Miami. Like, you just be off for so long because if anyone did check you on that, like they'd be so worried about like the religion, like whatever. But I was like cracking up in my head. I was like, no one's ever. He could take so many mission trips.
You'd be like, I'm going to like Uganda for like 2 months.
Yeah, and like I just got to do it, and then, like everyone's gonna be like, all right, like I guess.
Especially if your company is like unlimited PTO. Too.
Yeah, like okay, well, there was no actual parameters I have to follow.
I'm just checking.
Logan,
This,
check.
Okay, cool.
Anyway,
That's
so
good, though.
that's just like a throwaway thing. But
Um,
so much stride, dude. Fuck. These shorts are riding up on me.
I know. I really know. I've been
Trying to smooch a little bit. The boys want to.
Okay,
The
here we
fans
go.
want to see a smooch.
We'll edit it. We'll edit the smooch out. Ready? So this one, actually, this is kind of topical since the alien thing in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
How funny would it be if there, like, are aliens? Obviously, there are aliens, but if there are aliens out there that come to Earth, super intelligent species, but they're extremely alt-right. Like, the liberals would have a field
Like,
day.
are we talking like traditional like Muslim right to? They're like, why are women driving?
Like all of it. It's like, the Republicans have the right idea. Men-
We
women
came
should
here
be
to
in
stop
education.
abortions.
Oh, here's the cure to cancer. Just like giving the our world everything. Like, obviously, men they cure for cancer.
They're like, did you guys come here because you thought we were gonna like self-destruct? We're like, no, we came because not enough people have guns. We brought more guns.
Plasma rifles are
Where
protected
you
by
have the
Second
right to
Amendment.
bear arms in this universe. Where is Hunter Biden's laptop? We want to probe his laptop.
Oh, thank God. Can you help us stop climate change? No such thing as climate change.
It's a scam.
Your ozone layer is fine.
Yeah. Watch this.
And it's like clearly like a video of you like, no, nothing to see here.
And then they're like, take us to your leader. And then they're like, who, Joe Biden? He's like, no, our actual leader, Donald Trump. Dude, aliens coming. Oh, my God. That'd be so. They're like, we came to stop the actual aliens that are crossing the border. Alien voice is good. I might have to do the alien voice more.
We'll have that one in the repertoire.
Yeah.
That's good. You got any others or?
Yeah.
I
I
can-
got some more. This one's just a funny again throwaway line. What if black people are the ones actually fucking up daps? Like, you know how we always dap black people and we're the ones ruining it?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what
that-
if they're the ones ruining it and we've just been slandered our whole lives? Like, and they're just like, yo, you don't know how to dap? And I'm like, you guys are the ones doing it wrong. I'm coming in with a nice one. I don't know. That was a funny thought in my head the other day. Just like, we've been maligned.
No, you're not gonna question that.
Yeah, I know.
This is their thing.
It's their thing. It goes back to the whole black Illuminati thing that we talked about.
Hold on, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is just a kind of a general topic, but I've been thinking that the blue collar way is the way. Like, because
Okay.
you know I always go to the Subway, the gas station. that
Yeah.
you always make fun of me for. So it's always around lunchtime, and there's people just like at they have like a little fried chicken thing there. All the boys are just like vibing, having a good time
Yeah, the
because
boys
they've just
do
like
vibe.
been busting their ass for like 6 hours. They know they have like another like 4 ahead of them and everything, and this is
Yeah.
like their 30 minutes. We don't get lunch breaks. I mean, we have like infinite lunch breaks.
Yeah, that's the
but
problem.
But it's like you don't get that same energy as
The
just,
boys do vibe hard in a gas station
That's
Subway,
what I'm
dude.
saying. And
Yeah.
on the truck rides, like.
They probably got some lot lizards they've
Oh,
already piped.
You know, there
Yeah.
are so many good jokes. We just work remotely.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, they just talk about like the dumbest shit. Like
I'm saying.
they just chill there, eat their buff chicks, like whatever, and then just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even in like the workplace and stuff too, like that type of like bond with
Yeah.
your coworkers of just like
It's kind of just
slaving
being in
away
the
and, like,
trenches, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're in the
exactly.
trenches. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing you can really bond over like a Skype or a Teams, you know. So no, the boys at Subway get down.
Yeah.
Do you hear any? You ever try to get them riled up?
What
What do you feel? Dude, they're pretty.
They'd see right through me, dude.
Oh, they know you're not
they'd
one
go
of
in for the
them.
handshake, be like, "Oh, you're good," and they'd be like, "That's a little soft hand."
And they go, "Hey, where's the oil?"
I have like a cut on my head from their callus.
Yeah. You also didn't show up in an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, because it's also a truck stop there too.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole mix of like
We should
everyone.
we should try to get some truck friends, dude.
Dude,
How sick and then go on the road with them.
We should start probing over there with probing's the wrong word.
We should be like lot lizards but hetero. Like just try to get into their friend
That's
group.
what I'm saying.
It's like
so
you
like
know,
we start like rubbing some dirt on our faces at like
Oh.
over like noon exactly. Be
Yeah.
Like, what's up, boys?
yeah. Like what are you guys driving a Mack truck? I don't know.
Wipe like sweat off. That's clearly just like water.
No, but like you know how like Bumble has like the friendship version of it. We should do that with truckers.
Just truckers.
Just try to make friends with truckers, dude, so we can talk about like life on the road with them. And then they'll think we're such pussies. Like they'd be like, "What did you do all day?" And I'm like, "I went clickety clack in Excel, and I hated it."
It was stressful.
It was fucking-
You want to talk about hard work?
You want to see how many emails I have?
I will tell you what's hard work. You think it's hard being in the beaten sun for 13 hours?
Yeah, like I drove back here to get to work. I'm fine. I know what it's like. All right, so going back to politics. No, I wrote the other day. I was like, how? And I think I actually wrote this when the economy was doing way worser, when like inflation was all the way up.
Mhm.
How pumped do you think women are that Hillary didn't run again and beat Joe this time? Because I think the economy and everything was down I don't care who would have gotten in there. I think it was like a crash course based upon like pandemic and everything that was happening in the housing market. I think we would have been in shits, you know, to the extent of whatever. But like how pumped do you think that women are that Hillary wasn't the one doing this? Because imagine inflation and all that hit that high with a woman president. They're not getting another crack at it, dude. I'm like, there's
Yeah, that's a
no
good
way
point.
the first one up.
Yeah.
And they're like, you guys can't even balance whatever. Like, I don't even know. The economy goes to shit.
Give him a chance, yeah.
First chick.
Can't balance a little checkbook.
Yeah,
Huh?
can't handle a guy's money like that. Yeah, that's why the men run. Yeah.
Guess that's why the men.
Why don't you
do
let
all
Bill
finances.
step in? If she's still on Epstein's island, let Bill come on over. No, I was just because like, yeah, because I mean like
Like,
you
we'll
could
try again another 200 years.
you could even look at like Obama, right? Like so Obama stepped in. He was the first black. Shout out to Obama. Regardless of what you think he did, he like was solid at speaking and maintaining the office. So like I get like he gets a passing grade, right? To
yeah.
whatever levels of whatever. But like, yeah, if she stepped in and she was doing Biden's like output, chicks would be back in the 50s, bro. They're going back and they're losing rights.
Not only can you not be president, you can't vote
Yeah.
either. Because we do not want this happening again. We're taking suffrage
taking
back.
rights. Back
We
to the
wouldn't-
front desk, honey.
It's basically,
That's fucked.
It's basically like a Hunger Games-esque
Get
scenario.
all the way up here. You fumbled it too hard. You got to go back. You can't vote anymore. That's a good punch up. Dude, this is what the podcast is all about.
It's all about you stealing my punch-ups and adding them into your stand-up
Oh, yeah,
routines.
fuck, yeah. I'm going to have to listen to this back. Can't vote anymore. Give us your keys while you're at it. You're not driving home.
So people think this new. Did you see that movie with Obama?
Obama.
Speaking of Obama.
No, I don't watch liberal propaganda.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's like about the world getting like hacked. I guess like America getting hacked. Or, like,
Oh, is that Leave Earth or something like that, or Leave the World Behind?
Yeah.
Why is it about Obama?
It's not did I say about? I meant by.
Oh, it's about.
directed-
Okay.
Obama
Oh no,
directed-
I watched it. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
it was alright actually.
yeah.
I like the premise.
So anyways, the whole there's like this whole conspiracy that like they're prepping us.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on it, and the note ad was, have people just never watched Netflix? Like,
Yeah.
or not even necessarily that, but imagine if they thought that about some other things. Like Squid Games, they're prepping us.
Oh.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Breaking Bad, yep, it's gonna happen to all of us.
Yeah.
We're all gonna become meth dealers.
Don't go in the water. Jaws just came out.
You not know how movies
Yeah.
work.
No, I saw that too. Yeah. No, that movie was actually pretty solid. Although I did hate some of like the acting and that we don't actually get like kind of like an end to it. I know that's a basic thing to say, but like I kind of wanted some thoughts of what's gonna happen. But the funniest part about that is like when they get to the classic white dude that's a prepper at the end when they need medicine for his son. Remember that?
Nope, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? Oh, okay.
But anyways,
Wow.
yeah, for the people at home.
All right, so for the people at home, I'm not going to spoil too much, but at the end, they're all there's a white guy. He's like a classic American, like I have guns, I've been prepping, I've been ready for this, and they go to him and they're trying to like talk about what's been like who do they think's behind everything that's going down.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's the Koreans or the Chinese, one of them. Like, I was
Solid.
like, yeah, I was like classic, just white racist guy. I could be making that up too. I'm just maybe throwing that in, but
Misinformation.
yeah. All right,
That's
let's see.
What else
Alright,
you
this
got
is
for me?
This is the last one I got. All right, so, I was thinking, what if when the Spanish settlers came to America, salute Christopher Columbus, founding father.
Also on the list.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus. was
Christopher,
on the Epstein
he's on the
list.
Epstein
Yeah, they got
list.
his ass.
Man.
Yeah.
No, so what if when they came over to America, Native Americans, my bad. Native Americans were chill with everything we were doing, like regardless what we were doing. And the only thing they didn't like is when we brought black people over. Like, that's the only reason they got upset. They were like, property values going down. And they were like, you
There
guys.
goes the neighborhood. There goes the forest.
They were like, we didn't care about the smallpox, but you're bringing over Tupac's? Like, like, they're just like, whoa. All right. This is where we draw the line here. Especially because, like, you know, they didn't own anything at the time. They'd be like, oh, fuck, you're ruining everything here. But, I guess you didn't think it was that funny. All right, cool.
No, I was just thinking. I was like, well, I like how we were saying we're not going to put anything in there that's going to make us cancelable.
Well, we're not getting, this is hypothetical.
We're pretend.
Yeah, I'm saying the Native Americans were wrong in this instance.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
this has been a good
Well,
episode.
I know that.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything you want to say for the people?
Thanks for watching.
So yes, thank you. Subscribe, like, comment, smash that like button. And yeah, peace.
Love you. Bye.
In the zone, they ain't playing around with hilarious conversations, they gonna tear it down. The halls of high school to the mics in the studio, these new friends keep it real, making us laugh.